what started me on this whole path was the opportunity to serve as student body vice president at the University of Kansas. I was in the State House advocating for full funding for higher education, advocating against concealed carry on campus. I think that was one of the moments where I realized these are real people and I could do this someday. The Future Caucus Network for me and Future Summit every year is an opportunity for us to connect with everyone else that is in the weeds doing the hard work. I see, I walk into a room at the Future Summit and see these badass lawmakers doing some of the coolest stuff around the country. It was just last year leaving Future Summit, flying home early to get back to Kansas ahead of the August 2nd constitutional amendment on whether or not abortion rights were in the Constitution. And the number of Republicans and number of Democrats that texted us after that vote that just said, wow, Kansas woke up the country, was really special to me. And I think from there, the connections we make here inform policy. I think back to my first Future Summit and think about the connections I made in Nashville, and what I realized as a Democrat in a supermajority Republican state was that I didn't align as well or connect and vibe as well with some of the Democrats in supermajority states or majority states as much as I did in Republicans in Massachusetts that are in a supermajority Democratic state, right? And learning how they navigate their supermajority, how they navigate getting policy crafted, I think was one of the coolest things I realized, which was we're all just here and we're all winging it, right? And I think as young people, we're often discounted or our ideas are put aside when we first get elected. But I think the Future Caucus Network teaches us that if you do your homework, if you are prepared and you come ready to debate, to get your policy passed and work with anyone that will work with you to get a bill passed, I think this is what equips us to be most effective in our state legislatures and state houses. And beyond that, it's just such a fun crew of people, and being able to be in the same space of other young lawmakers who are doing the work and rolling up their sleeves and trying to just make a difference in their communities is really exciting.